So let us start with this lecture. So far we have discussed the way to obtain the formal solution of the difference equation, where difference equation is written like this: yn plus a1 yn minus 1 plus a2 yn minus 2. This is the general form of the difference equation having one input plus an y n minus n equals to xn. This is the general form of difference equation having one input xn. Now the solution of this difference equation, as I have discussed, this is subject to the given initial conditions, and since this equation is nth order difference equation, this is nth order difference equation, so naturally it will have n initial conditions, n initial condition in the form of y minus 1, y minus 2 and y minus 3 going this way up to y minus n. They all contribute to the overall response of the system. Okay, and not only this, we set up a characteristic equation, which gives the form of natural response of the system. And how many roots are obtained in that characteristic equation? If this is an nth order difference equation, so naturally we will obtain n roots having z1, z2 and up to zn kind of thing. So the natural response can be obtained as yn equal to k1 z1 to the power n plus k2 z2 to the power n, going this way to kn zn to the power n. And we evaluate these undetermined constant using given initial condition and by applying input to be equal to 0. Okay, so we will evaluate the same system output yn in the form of, we have evaluated this in the form of y fn plus y nn, the form of forced response and natural response. This is called the forced response of the system, and this is called the natural response of the system. Okay, how we evaluated forced response and natural response? Forced response depends on the applied input. It depends entirely on the nature of applied input. So we have a chart to evaluate the forced response if the forcing function is known to us. This will be the form of forced response if forcing function is known to us. If forcing function is a constant, forced response will be another constant. Okay, if forcing function is alpha to the power n, means something like 0.4 to the power n, so naturally this will be c 0.4 to the power n or 0.6 to the power n. Okay, this will be c 0.6 to the power n, the form of forced response. Okay, so this way we discussed many system depending on the different kind of inputs. Okay, now we will evaluate the same yn on quite different track, not entirely different, but this is known as zero input response and zero state response. The zero input response and zero state response, and this is also obtained from the same equation of forced response and natural response. Okay, as its name implies that the total response yn equals to ZIR, zero input response. This ZIR is called zero input response. In this situation we assume zero input and we apply the given initial condition. Use the given initial condition to evaluate zero input response. We assume input to be 0, and when we assume input to be 0, what we obtain as an output is called natural response. Okay, and use initial condition. We use initial condition to obtain 0 input response plus 0 state response. 0 state response. In 0 state response, we assume 0 initial condition. Assume initial condition to be equal to 0. Okay. So how we obtain the two individual components, and then we add up these two individual components to obtain the total response, that is yn. And since this 0 input response and 0 state response follows the law of linearity superposition, and if the system is time invariant, it also follows the law of time invariance. Therefore, it can be applied for the solution of general difference equation. And what is general difference equation? If you recall, it is yn plus a1 yn minus 1 plus a2 yn minus 2. Going this way, the system is described by an y n minus n plus equals to b0 xn plus b1 x n minus 1 plus b2 x n minus 2, going this way up to bm x n minus m. We can use this equation to obtain the solution of this general difference equation. Why? Because if we can evaluate what will be the solution if applied input is xn, then we can very easily evaluate what will be the output if applied input is b0 xn. Naturally, the output will also be multiplied by b0. That yn will also be multiplied by b0. And if we know what is the output with xn, we can very easily determine what will be the output when we are applying x n minus 1. The same output is shifted by 1 unit in time, and that output is also multiplied by p1. And if these two outputs are added, then we can obtain what will be the output if these two inputs are applied together. Okay, so we will use this property to evaluate the general solution of the difference equation. So first of all, we will take some simple example that we have already solved using natural response and forced response method. So we will tackle those equations over here once again. Suppose we have problem, consider the difference equation yn minus 0.6 y n minus 1 equals to 0.4 to the power n. The input is which form? Alpha to the power n form for n greater or equal to 0, with initial condition y minus 1 equals to 10. So we have to evaluate the total response using the method 0 input response and 0 state response. And to evaluate 0 input response, 0 state response, we once again need the forced response and natural response. And to obtain natural response, we set up the characteristic equation. So what is characteristic equation? If you recall by your earlier problem that we have used in our last class. So this is z minus 0.6 equals to 0. This will be the characteristic equation, because while forming the characteristic equation we put input to be equal to 0 and we take z transform on both the sides and we evaluate the roots of z. Okay, so z comes to be equal to 0.6. So what will be the form of natural response? The general form of natural response, y n n. This is equal to k 0.6 to the power n. Okay, k 0.6 to the power n. So if this is y n n, so what will be your zero input response? We will evaluate yn in the form of y zero state response n plus y zero input response n. Okay. Why this? What this zero input response n is? Y zero input response n is, this is basically y n n, because natural response is obtained when input is 0. Okay, and with given initial condition. We will apply now initial condition over here itself. So what is initial condition over here? Initial condition which is given is y minus 1 equals to 10. So we will put this condition in this equation to obtain y z I n. So y z I n will be equal to y n n, which is this, with given initial condition. Okay. So naturally y z I at minus 1, this is n, and this is equal to 10, and this is equal to k 0.6 to the power minus 1. Okay. So at the place of this n we substitute minus 1. So naturally this will be equal to k over 0.6, okay, equals to 10. So k becomes equal to 6. Okay. Okay, am I right? 60. 6.0. K equals to 6. Got the point? So your y z I 0 input n is equal to your 6 0.6 to the power n. This is our y z I n. Okay. Now y z dash n, 0 state response n, is equal to y f n, you see, plus y n n, y f n plus y n n, and this is 0 state response. 0 state response means initial condition is 0. Initial condition is 0, and y f n is obtained independently. Y f n depends only on the nature of applied input. So what is the applied input? Alpha to the power n. So naturally the y f n will be c 0.4 to the power n, okay, minus 0.6 c, okay, 0.4 to the power n minus 1, am I right, equals to 0.4 to the power n. We have evaluated these things in our earlier problem, if you recall. Okay. Y f n, the general form of y f n, is equal to c 0.4 to the power n. So what we are evaluating from this equation is the constant c. The constant c is being evaluated. And what will be the value of constant c? If you recall from your earlier problem, it is minus 2. It was evaluated in your earlier problem, and this was equal to minus 2. Okay. So y f n, which we have to put over here, is minus 2 0.4 to the power n. Okay. And what is y n n? What is y n n? The general form is k 0.6 to the power n. Okay. And now we will put initial condition to be equal to 0, means y minus 1 equals to 0. So y z dash at minus 1, at n equal to minus 1, equals to minus 2 0.4 to the power minus 1, plus k 0.6 to the power minus 1 equals to 0. This is the system response when initial condition or state is 0. Okay. So what will be the value of k that will be obtained by this equation? This is naturally, this is minus 2 over 0.4. So this is, I think, minus 5. Minus 5. 4 5 are 20. Minus 5 plus k over 6 equals to 0. This means k over 6 equals to 5. So k equals to 30. Am I right? No, this is 0.6. So this is 3.0. So k equals to 3. Am I right? K equals to 3. So what is y ZSN is equal to, ZSN is equal to minus 2 0.4 to the power n plus, this is general form, k means 3 into 0.6 to the power n. This is y ZSN. This is y ZSN. And what is total solution? Total solution is y ZIN plus y ZSN. So you will add these two things. So what is total solution? Yn is equal to minus 2 0.4 to the power n plus 9 0.6 to the power n for n greater or equal to 0. So the same total solution is obtained this way also. Okay. So you can approach through either of the way, through the given natural response and forced response, or through using zero input response and zero state response way. Now let us proceed for another equation. This has also been solved using your natural response and forced response method. Yn minus 1 over 6 y n minus 1 minus 1 over 6 y n minus 2 equals to 4. Here input is a constant. So forced response will be another constant. Okay. And this is for n greater or equal to 0. And two initial conditions are given. It will require two initial conditions because it is having order 2. Okay. And naturally it will give you two roots also, because of being order 2 equation. This is n minus 1 and this way n minus n. If this is n minus n, it will give you it will require n initial conditions to solve, and this will also give you n roots. Okay. So y minus 1 equals to 0 and y minus 2 equals to 12. It has been given. Okay. So natural response, if you recall, natural response all depends on the root of characteristic equation. Okay. And what were the root? The root were, one of the root was 1 by 2 and other root was minus 1 by 3, if you recall the earlier problem. Okay. So naturally the character yn happens to be k1 1 by 2 to the power n plus k2 minus 1 by 3 to the power n. Okay. And what is yzin? Yzin is nothing but this is ynn, zero input response. Input is 0, but we will apply the given initial condition. We will apply the given initial condition in this equation itself. Okay. So what are the initial conditions that are given? That y minus 1 equal to 0 and y minus 2 equal to 12. This will form two equations, and naturally two equations are needed to solve for two unknown constants k1 and k2, and this way we will evaluate the two unknown constants k1 and k2. Okay. So if you put the value y zi for minus 1, so this will be equal to k1 half to the power minus 1, means the thing will be reversed, 2k1, this will be 2k1, and this is minus 1 by 3 to the power minus 1, So naturally this will be minus 3 K2. Things will be reversed. Minus 3 K2 equals to how much? Equal to 0. This is one of the equation. Okay. And yzi minus 2 equals to, minus 2 means this will be equal to minus 2. Okay. And minus 2 means this will be equal to 4. Okay. 4 K1. 4 K1. Am I right? This will be equal to 4 K1, and this will be equal to, if we substitute here minus 2, it will be equal to, now this minus becomes plus, it is equal to plus 9 K2. 9 K2. Okay. 9 K2 equals to 12. So we have now two equations to evaluate K1 and K2. And if you evaluate the value of K1 and K2 from this, so K1 comes out to be equal to 1.2 and K2 comes out to be equal to 0.8. Okay. So what is yzin? You simply substitute these values. So yzin, the general form is 1.2 half to the power n plus 0.8 minus 1 by 3 to the power n. This is the solution for yzin. Now we will evaluate yzn, and this is obtained from yfn plus ynn, and since it is zero state response, so initial condition will all be equal to 0. And we will evaluate this yfn independently. So we have evaluated the form of natural response. We will put this equation over here. We will put this equation for this, and we will independently evaluate yfn. And what will be yfn? If you recall from our earlier problem, it is C yfn equals to C. So if we substitute this equation for the given inputs, this will become yfn minus 1 by 6 yfn minus 1 minus 1 by 6 yfn minus 2 equals to 4. Okay. So this is yfn is equal to 6. So naturally yfn minus 1 is also 6, because it is also a C. So we obtain C minus 1 by 6 C minus 1 by 6 C equals to 4, and this will result into this constant C. And what is what will be the value of C that we have evaluated in our earlier problem is 6. C was equal to 6, if you recall. Okay. So naturally this yfn is equal to 6. Yfn is equal to 6. So yzn is equal to 6 plus K1 half to the power n plus K2 minus 1 by 3 to the power n. Okay. This is our yzn, but we have to evaluate these unknown constants K1 and K2, and to evaluate these two unknown constants, we will substitute yzs minus 1 rather equal to 0, because initial condition is now substituted as 0, and this is equal to 6 plus K1, and this at the place of n we will substitute minus 1. So naturally this will be equal to 2 K1, and this minus 3 K2 equals to 0. And what will be the other solution? Yzs minus 2 equals to also 0. So this will be equal to 6 plus 4 K1 plus 9 K2 equals to 0. So this will also result into some other value of K1 and K2. Okay, we will substitute that value in this equation, and then we will add these two equations to obtain the final solution. Okay. So naturally the value of K1 and K2 so obtained is, if you K1 is obtained as minus 2.4, you go for this exercise and verify whether it is this I am writing or something else. So y ZSN is equal to y ZSN is equal to minus 2.4 half to the power n plus 0.4 minus 1 by 3 to the power n plus 6. Okay. Now you will add say this is equation number 1 if, and this to be equation number 2 to get the total solution. Okay. So you will see that the form of total solution which is coming out of this is same as the earlier problem. Okay. Now I will make an attempt for another system. Suppose an IIR filter, the problem is given in this form. An IIR filter is described as yn minus 1 minus 2y n minus 2 equals to xn. Okay, where xn is equal to 6 un, and 6 un is a constant because un is itself a constant, and the initial condition is y minus 1 equals to minus 1 and y minus 2 equals to 4. So what we have to find the zero input response, that is y zin, find the zero input response and zero is state response and total response. This we have to find, first thing. Second thing, how does the total response change if y minus 1 is equal to minus 1, okay, and y minus 2 equals to 4, but the input xn is 2 times than that of this input, means this is 12 of the un. If input becomes 2 times to the earlier input, what will be the result of this change on the overall output? Okay. And second comment that we have to make, that if input is same, if xn is equal to 6 un, and if we are going to change the given initial condition by 2 times, this means y minus 1 becomes minus 2 and y minus 2 becomes 8. So what will be the effect of these two changes on the overall response of the system? Okay. So we have to proceed step by step to obtain. So first we will obtain the natural response. So to obtain natural response, we will set up the characteristic equation. So this will be z square minus z minus 2 equals to 0. Okay. If you can quickly evaluate the roots, it will have 2 roots, z1 equals to minus 1 and z2 equals to 2. Okay. So naturally the form of forced response will be, natural response will be ynn, this will be equal to k1 minus 1 to the power n plus k2 2 to the power n. So we have to evaluate now 2 constants, k1 and k2. So what is the value of these 2 constants? Okay. Can you evaluate the value of these 2 given constants? This will be the form of 0 input response y zin. So while evaluating y zin, we will take the help of the given initial conditions. Okay. So y zin. So this will be equal to y minus 1 equals to minus 1, y minus 1 equals to minus 1 equals to k1 minus 1 to the power minus 1 plus k2 2 to the power minus 1 means k2 by 2. So this will be minus 1, rather k1. This will be minus k1 plus 0.5 k2 equals to 0. Okay, and what is the second equation? Yzi at minus 2, this is equals to 4. So k1 minus 1 to the power minus 2. Okay, so this will be how much? Minus 1 to the power minus 2 means, tell me. So the equation that will result is yzi minus 2 equals to 4 equal to k1 plus 0.25 k2 equals to 4, and this will result into two value of k1 and k2. K1 is equal to 3 and k2 is equal to 4. So this way it results to be equal to 3 and minus 1 to the power n plus 4 and this 2 to the power n. So this is your yzin. Now this is your yzin. So I am noting it down. Yzin, 0 input response is 3 minus 1 to the power n plus 4 2 to the power n. Now we will evaluate yzn, and to evaluate y0 state response we need to evaluate yfn plus ynn, the general form of ynn, and 0 state means at the place of initial condition we will apply 0. Okay, so yfn will be evaluated independently, and since the given input is a constant, so yfn will be another constant. Okay, yfn will be c, and what is the difference equation? Difference equation is yn minus yn minus 1 minus 2 yn minus 2 equals to the given input, and given input is 6. Okay, given input is 6, un means 6 for n is greater or equal to 0. So this yfn will be equal to c, yfn minus 1 will be another c minus 2c equals to 6. So what will the value of c? C will be equal to minus 3. So yfn equals to minus 3. So now we will substitute this value of yfn in this equation. So this will be equal to minus 3 plus k1. I should write something else over here because k1 and k2 is used over there, because this constant will come out to be something different. A, and what was the root? Minus 1 was the root. A minus 1 to the power n plus b 2 to the power n, and initial condition will be 0 in both the situations. This means at yz minus 1 this will be equal to 0, and yz minus 2 this will be equal to 0. Okay, so if we set up yz minus 1, so at the place of n there will be minus 1. Okay, and if we set up for yz minus 2, this will be minus 3 plus a minus 1 to the power minus 2 plus b 2 to the power minus 2 equals to 0. Okay, and this will give you the value for your a and b to be equal to this will be your a equals to 1 and b equals to 8 if you evaluate through solving a linear equation. So this will be equal to a equal to 1 and b equal to 8, and if you substitute this value in your difference equation, so yzn will be equal to minus 3 minus 1 to the power n, because minus 3 plus, here it will be a plus 1 plus 8 2 to the power n. Okay, this is your yzn, and what was your yzin? This 3 minus 1 to the power n plus 4 2 to the power n. If you add these two equations, so your result will be yn will be equal to minus 3 plus 4 minus 1 to the power n plus 12, 8 and 4 12, 2 to the power n. This is your total response. This is your total response. Now we have to observe the what will happen when we make changes. This means input is kept 2 times. If we keep input 2 times, the forced response will change its value by 2 times, and constant in that forced response will change, because input is going to affect only forced response. You have to observe this by solving this problem. Okay. So the forced response will be affected because of this change, and accordingly you have to evaluate the constant in this equation y z s n, because this forced response will change and the whole thing will change. Okay. And this will result in quite different value of this and this. It will be obtained 2 times than that of the earlier value. Okay. So this total response, zero state response, will be 2 times than that of the earlier value. Okay. You will solve it by your own and you will observe what is the changes. And in this, in the second form, your input is same, but initial condition is 2 times than that of the previous initial condition. So this is going to change your natural response. Your natural response will be obtained 2 times than that of the earlier one. Okay. So this also verifies the law of linearity and superposition in these two responses. Now I am solving a difference equation for general input. Suppose we have a difference equation given like this: yn minus yn minus 1 minus 2 yn minus 2 equals to twice xn minus x n minus 1, where xn is equal to 6 un and y minus 1 equals to minus 1 and y minus 2 equals to 4. How can we solve this problem? You see, this is very similar to our earlier problem. Okay. This is very similar to our previous problem. While solving this problem, you only concentrate on this equation together with xn. You forget about this and you forget about this too. Okay. This means you form the solution for yn minus yn minus 1 minus 2 yn minus 2 equals to xn. This is our earlier problem. If you have solved this equation for this, yn equals to yn will be equal to y zsn plus y zin. Okay. If this has been solved, then what will be the yn for twice of the xn? Naturally 2 times of this. Naturally 2 times of this. Okay. And if the yn for xn is known to you, then what will be the yn for xn minus 1? Simply the shifted version of this by 1 unit. Okay. So for twice, then you will evaluate twice of the yn because of twice of the xn minus twice of the yn minus 1. Sorry, not twice, but minus yn minus 1 to obtain the total yn. This we say to be yon, just to make the difference between this yn and. Okay, by applying the law of linearity and superposition and time invariance. So this is very easy. Once you have evaluated for xn, you can evaluate for twice xn. Once you have evaluated for xn, you can evaluate for what will be the yn for xn minus 1. And then you have to add those yns for this equation. to obtain the overall yn. Okay. So this I am leaving as a problem for you.